Yo, what's up? It's Havoc here. So I wanted to go over how to use the Path of Exile trade website for a beginner. This will just be a quick video for new players. If you did not know, there's a trade website called pathofexile.com/trade where players can trade items through one another. The link will be down below in the description. So the link will bring you here, and the first thing you want to do before you get started is make sure you're in the correct league that you're playing. And what I mean by that is every 3 months there's a new challenge league that comes out. So this league I'm making the video in is Heist, or if you're playing a hardcore heist, or let's say standard or hardcore, you would select the correct league and you would start your search. So let's start with the type filters. We're going to start with item category. This categorizes your item. So you can look for one-handed weapon, bow, dagger, one-handed mace, staff, boots, gloves, amulet, ring, trinket, body armor, jewel, anything here. Item rarity, that's the color of the item. So normal will be white, magic will be blue, rare will be yellow, unique will be the orange, unique color, and any non-unique is everything but uniques. Weapon filters is mostly meant for weapon damage. So if we click this, it'll open this up. Elemental damage doesn't usually matter unless you're going in an elemental build. It's usually physical DPS that matters in the weapon. Armor filters are what the piece of gear can have. You can search for an item to have only armor, only evasion, only energy shield, or a hybrid, which are two of these stats mixed together. It's good to mention an item's socket color outcomes are actually determined by the piece of armor stat. For example, if you have the armor stat, red is more likely. If you have the evasion stat, green is more likely. If you have the energy shield stat, blue is more likely. Socket filters, you could search for a 6 socket or a 6 link item. This is very helpful to buy a cheap 6 link piece of gear early on instead of using a tabula rasa or as an upgrade. You can search for the 6 colors you need down here. My 6 colors I need are 3 blue, 2 green, 1 red, and 6 minimum. Search. So we can search for the cheapest upgrade we can get to a tabula, kind of like this thing. Look at this thing. Pretty good. So now let's reset the search. Go to requirements. So requirements for the item is usually helpful for leveling up, or if you're capped on strength, dexterity, or intelligence. Map filters is only really used for end game when trying to buy really good maps from players for cheap. Heist filters, this is the current league filter, and this will change with the league, so I will skip this one. Miscellaneous is really important. It can show you the quality on the gem, show you the gem level, the gem quality type, whether it be, normal, superior, alternate, anomalous, divergent, or phantasmal. Influence pieces of gear, whether it's Shaper, Crusader, Hunter, Fractured, Elder, Redeemer, Warlord, or it's synthesized. Alternate art. What this just means is that somebody that's won a race before had that piece of gear drop. It doesn't affect the gear at all. Corrupted. I would recommend hitting no when buying pieces of gear on this because you cannot modify corrupted pieces of gear easily. Crafted gear, if you hit no on this, that just means that the crafting bench stuff, like other people that crafted on it, it'll be blocked. You won't be able to see those items. Enchanted, this is stuff from the lab, so like the gloves that have enchants on them, or like the helm that has enchants, or the boots that have enchants on them. Item level is very handy later on when looking up gear to craft on. So mirrored down here, I would also hit no on mirrored. It's kind of like corrupted. You don't want to see mirrored pieces of gear because you cannot modify mirrored pieces of gear. Veiled is gear from the Immortal Syndicates that teaches you craft and can be unveiled from June. Unveiling this gear will give you 3 choices of crafts. You can choose which you want to learn. The final section here is the trade filters. This filter is really only useful for these 2. The sale type, which you can select no listed price and offer someone. Be warned, some people may ignore you or be mean to you. The buyout price also is great if you're looking to buy a piece of gear and you don't want to overpay. You would select Chaos Orbs, and on the maximum, put what your maximum price is. So now I will go over the bulk item exchange. This is pretty self-explanatory. This is the bulk currency exchange. On the left is what currency you are trying to buy, and on the right is what you're trying to sell. I want to warn you, there are a few bots that trade currency, so you might not get an invite from one of these people on the top, so keep trying. There's also an ignore player function over here on the right that I recommend using if they don't invite you or respond. So you would click contact and you would just click the message. If you need any more, you just drag it, and then it would show you a message if they don't have enough stock. So the last thing I want to show you on this bulk item exchange is the minimum stock. You can search for how much minimum items somebody is selling so you don't waste your time. Say if you're buying multiple, like 20 plus. The last thing I need to tell you about this trade website is live searches, which searches the item in real time. To do this, you need to be logged into the Path of Exile website. You should see your account name over in the top left. Yeah, mine says Havoc209 over here. It might say sign in. Boom, we just got a live search. It just dinged for us. That was a live search right now. The most important thing before buying from other players, please double check. No, I want you to triple check to make sure it's the correct item you're trying to buy. There are a few lost souls that like to scam out there. Some scams that happen often are Empower and Enlighten gem level swap, or any gem. They trade you the wrong gem level. 6-link item switch. They put a 5-link item instead of a 6-link. Upgraded items. Items that are upgraded to be better uniques. For example, Etziri's Reflection or Presence of Chayula. They trade you the downgraded versions of these items. In this case, which are Etziri's Mirror or Eye of Chayula. The last one I can think of is they stick 1 Chaos Orb in the trade window instead of a full stack of 10, but almost looking the same. So now you might be wondering, how do I sell items like others? This is the only bad part, is you need to purchase one of these premium stash tabs with real life money here on the shop by pressing the M key. They have different sales every day here in this special tab, and these stash tabs go on sale frequently. I would suggest buying them while they are on sale. Once you get your premium stash tab, you go in your stash and you can right click the tab. You have 2 options, to price each item individually, or you can make each item the same price. You can create a 1 Chaos Orb stash tab of items and throw in any questionable items and see if you can make a profit. So that was all for this video. I hope it was able to be of some help. See you in a while, crocodile.